Now, as a way of introduction to chemical pathology, we'll talk about the CNS, of course. So you should know that anytime you hear us talking about CNS in chemical pathology, we're talking about the central nervous system. Okay, so this is the central nervous system, and it has to do with what the spinal cord, which is down, and also the brain. Okay, spinal cord, which is down, and the brain, the nerves that are in this pathway. So any other nerve going out of this place becomes the peripheral nervous system. So just so you know, it's part of the nervous system, and this one consists of the brain and the spinal cord. So it's in the center, and anything that is in the center kind of like has more authority. So it's controlling a lot of the body, and it's processing information and coordinating responses. So what are the structures that actually make up the central nervous system? The first is the brain. So cerebrum, we didn't actually bring a picture that shows the different parts of the brain, but it's nice you guys can still understand. So you have the cerebrum, which looks out for higher activities like how you are able to think, how you are able to remember things, how you are able to move voluntarily. We have cerebellum, which is for how you can balance and coordinate yourself. Brainstem is for how you breathe, your heart rate, consciousness. Then we have the spinal cord. This one connects the brain. Like, let me see. Connects the brain to other. Okay, it's like the linking junction between the brain and the different parts of the body. So it transmits signals between the brain and the body. So the general functions of the central nervous system is sensory processing. So it receives information through the eyes, through the ear, the skin. As it receives it, it processes it. Then motor control, it directs voluntary and involuntary movement. So also your ability to be able to remember things, how to be able to speak, how to be able to make decision is all controlled by this CNS. Also homeostasis, how you are able to maintain your body temperature, your blood pressure and breathing. Okay. Then your emotions and behavior, you know, the decisions you take shape your mood and how you are able to interact with people socially. So we study this system in chemical pathology because we'll get to talk about a lot of disease conditions that affect the system, including all those stroke, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, also infections like all those meningitis, encephalitis, trauma too, spinal cord injuries, traumatic brain injuries. And we'll also study because we're going to talk about a lot of tumors that occur at different parts of the central nervous system.